In addition to tabling and normal cons, I got a brand new experience at this year. I got to go to my very first Ren Fair, which was fun. I wasn't tabling, obviously, but I'd never done a Ren Fair before, which is weird because I'm quite the nerd. But it had been on my list forever. I found out about the local Ren Fair. I found out that some of my friends, who I didn't realize this is about, are very big fans of the Ren Fair. So I went with them in costume because why not? And they provide the costume pieces because I don't have any Ren Fair style stuff. But it went very well. It was a lot of fun. I hope to go again, possibly even this year, because I need to move her closer. But yeah, there was a particularly funny moment with it. So I went with my friends Ian and Joy, and their daughter Piper, and their baby daughter Ron. But Piper, who is turning 4 the week I'm filming this, actually, was very excited about the whole thing. And the Ren Fair has you walk through a set of castle gates, at which point you're inside an open field and everything goes from there. And Piper had a hard time, like, we were there, and the whole time she was asking when we were going to go to the castle, and her mother was just like, we're in the castle, you go through those gates, we're inside the castle, it's all outdoors. She could not process it. It was very funny to watch this, like, try to happen, and the two of them get increasingly frustrated. I should have been the fun uncle and caused some trouble there. But hey, I decided to behave. And that's them drawn. Now only one character left for this panel. I'm trucking right along. What time is it? 7:20. All right. Keeping decent pace. Oh, the last video that I did had me introducing a new character, a furry character. It's finally joining the cast. And one of the things I just wanted to say to everyone is thank you, because I was a little worried, because it's always dicey introducing someone new to the cast that fits a specific demographic, especially if it's a demographic that you're not directly tapped into very well. So there are people who will treat it as pandering or saying you handled it badly and things like that. This is the problem that happened when the male crossplayer came into play, because people felt that I was not handling it well. And to be honest, I think people came around on that, because I haven't gotten any complaints about that. I've had people comment on how it's a good thing. And it's been, I'm happy to say that I haven't had that kind of problem with this particular character. So, in fact, I've had people tell me it seemed very well handled, well introduced. And I've had a lot of people express excitement that there's finally a furry character in the series. So I'm ecstatic that something I was worried would be a hurdle turned out to not be a problem at all. And I've already done the next strip. It'll have come out. It's actually the strip that comes out right before this one. So, but yes, I've been very grateful that it has been well received, and I'm excited to do more with it. It's going to be looking down, which is why. The head angle is different. the most part. However, he's going to be the same. This is one of the reasons I like working digital. It makes certain lightbox tricks much easier to pull off. So a topic I wanted to bring up, because I happened to see a post talking about this earlier today on Reddit, was the idea of ad blocker. And this is kind of a controversial topic with some people, because it's increasingly common that people will just use ad blocker by default. Man, I thumbnailed that arm long. Let's zoom out. Okay. So I'm going to do shoulder is going to be about right there. A little bit of a got him right there. But yeah, so the conversation was about ad blocker, and there was a discussion of whether or not it should be used. Now, my guess is most people who end up seeing this use ad blocker of some kind. And I can't blame you, because ads can be very, very annoying. I'm going to have the other hand be up here. Have it go up at an angle. And it's always been my position that you shouldn't use ad blocker. At least it has been for a number of years now. I use it in college. There was an interesting video by a reviewer named Linkara who talked about why you shouldn't use ad blocker, why it takes money away from affiliates who use this as part of their livelihood. And that's a big part of why I don't do it, because I understand that ad revenue is a part of making money online. That said, I think that platforms also have a responsibility to make their ad system palatable. And unfortunately, a lot do not. The biggest offender I can think of is YouTube. I think YouTube does have the ability to allow you to skip ads, but they also have a problem where a lot of their ads, in my opinion, are very inappropriate to my interests and what I want to be seeing. And unfortunately, a lot of them I feel are inappropriate. And I don't mean that in a prudish way. I'm more thinking of the fact that I often work in public. I like to go to the library and get work done. And when I'm at the library, I don't want certain ads to be popping up. The example that comes to mind, and I will say this next part's a little bit not safe for work just because of subject matter. Nothing crazy, but I was working at the public library, just doing my comic stuff, and all of a sudden, this ad pops up on YouTube for male grooming products, and it says, in a very loud voice, thankfully I had headphones on, but it said, have you ever cut yourself while trying to shave your ball sack? And it said that in the first 5 seconds, like the unskippable part. And it actually showed a picture of a guy, like mostly naked, like about to use a razor and like making a horrified face. I'm like, I don't want this showing up while I'm in a public place. The nice thing is, I was able to report the ad as inappropriate for me, because this was a while ago. I've checked. They've taken away that feature. That's a big problem, because there are certain ads I should not be seeing. I should not have to look at. They don't seem to have very good vetting of their ads, because I don't see, especially if they're looking to become in any way more family friendly, which I get the impression that YouTube is trying to do. So I understand why people would rather just block all ads. I also understand a lot of people don't like ads. I do actually. I've always found ads interesting. He feels guilty because hands about there. Cool. But I don't know. I've always liked it. I actually thought about going into advertising for a while, and it just happened to fall through. Thankfully, because I'd much rather be doing this. But it's interesting because I also understand that you need to have ways to make money doing this kind of thing, and those ads are a good way to do that. It's also free to me to watch ads. Um, it costs me nothing but time and patience, which is great for me, and it can help out people. So I tend to avoid it. That said, if you're seeing ads on Twitch or YouTube, as of this moment, I'm not making a penny of that because I'm not an affiliate. I haven't had enough traffic. I haven't made enough videos that I can make money doing this, at least not through the platform itself. Fix his arm. That's what's bothering me. Shoulders bigger. Arm. There we go. I think that's 3 of the 4 pencils done. Yeah, that looks good. Now for the last one, I need to draw them in the closet. But let me finish my point first because it's going to take me a lot of thought to take care of this. But yeah, if you see an ad on Twitch right now, I'm not making money off that. Twitch is. Because until you're an affiliate, you don't get paid. And I'm okay with that. It's hard to become an affiliate. You have to do a lot of stuff on Twitch, but it also means that's what makes it worth it. Now, with YouTube, I think it's a little bit easier. Hasn't happened for me yet. Although, from what I've seen, there aren't really, it's not doing ads on there because I'm not making money yet. So, ads, I don't think happen unless you are already an affiliate and can get a cut. If you do choose to use ad block, one of the nice things about that is there are alternatives. If you look in the bottom right-hand corner of this very screen, you will see one of those, my Patreon. That is, if you're going to use ad block, maybe consider using something like that so that we can still get money and you can kind of work around the system that you don't particularly like. All right. Soapbox, officially stepping off.